morning to one and all. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Narayan Rao Kovur. In this video, we will understand the theory of absolute cost advantage. What is the meaning of absolute cost advantage? What are the key concepts? What is the basis of the theory? What are the assumptions and numerical example? And what is the conclusion? So now let us examine first what is the meaning of international trade. International trade involves exchange of goods, services and resources between countries. It also involves transactions between residents of different countries in multiple currencies. This is called international trade. So now what is the meaning of the theory of absolute cost advantage? The theory of absolute cost advantage. This theory proposed by Adam Smith. This theory proposed by Adam Smith, stating that international trade is mutually beneficial. He is stating that international trade is mutually beneficial and not a zero sum game. It is not a zero sum game, it is a mutually beneficial according to Adam Smith. Next, what are the key concepts? So, the key concepts are two. One is principle of absolute advantage. Principle of absolute advantage. That is, a country or individual or a firm can produce more goods or services using the same resources compared to the competitors. That is the principle of absolute advantage. Once again, a country or individual or a firm can produce more goods and services, so using the same resources compared to competitors. This is principle of absolute advantage. Next, what is the definition of absolute advantage? That means trade is a beneficial when one country can produce one good more efficiently and another country can produce a different good more efficiently. The definition of absolute advantage is trade is beneficial when one country can produce one good more efficiently and another country can produce a different good more efficiently. This is called the definition of absolute advantage. Next, basis of the theory. The basis of the theory is focuses on labor productivity is the only factor for determining absolute advantage. So in this theory, to determine absolute advantage, the only one factor is labor productivity. So if the labor productivity is the same across the nations, if this labor productivity is the same across the nations, there is no absolute advantage and thus no trade in the world. This is the basis of the theory. Next, this theory depends upon so many assumptions. The theory of absolute cost advantage mainly depends upon so many assumptions. The assumptions are: one is two country and two good model, two countries and two good, two commodities. Point number two, no transportation cost. So, no transportation cost. Point number three, labor as the only input. In this theory has taken labor as the only input. There is no other inputs. Fourth one is labor can move within a country but not between the countries. So in this theory, labor can move within a country but not between the countries. Next, and labor has mobility within the country and labor has no mobility between the countries. Right. Fifth one is differences in production ability. So differences in production ability. So different countries have different ability in the production of goods. That means differences in production ability. Sixth one, costs are based on the amount of labor required to produce each good. Costs are mainly based on the amount of labor required to produce each good. So then only costs are based. Seventh one is each country has an absolute advantage in producing one good. Each country has an absolute advantage in producing one good. Next, eighth one is countries will specialize in and export the goods they produce more efficiently. Countries will specialize in and export the goods they produce more efficiently. So these are the assumptions of the theory of absolute cost advantage. The theory of absolute cost advantage. It mainly depends upon 8 assumptions. Next, coming to numerical example. Numerical example, that is 2 into 2 model, 2 countries, 2 commodities. For example, 2 countries are country A, country B. 2 commodities are, one is wheat, another one is cloth. Wheat is measured kgs per hour, cloth is measured yards per hour. So 2 into 2 model. So here in this example, country A produces 6 kgs per hour wheat. 6 kgs per hour, 6 kgs of wheat per hour. Whereas country B produces wheat 4 kgs per hour. So 6 is greater than 4. Therefore, country A specializes in the production of wheat and export wheat. Coming to cloth. So country A produces one cloth 1 yard per hour, whereas country B produces cloth 5 yards per hour. So 5 greater than 1. 5 greater than 1. Therefore, country B specializes in the production of cloth and export cloth. Then only, if we observe, country A has a specialization in the production of wheat, country B has a specialization in the production of cloth. So when there is a international trade, both countries benefited. Both countries benefited. So according to this theory, when there is a international trade, both countries mutually benefited. So it is not a zero sum game. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe and comment.